What's up, everyone? My name's Tara.
And I'm Jess.
And we are co-founders of BAB Society.
We're here in Newport Beach, California with our high ticket sales girlies, where we're going to be speaking at an event tomorrow. Actually, I was going to say next week, but tomorrow in front of almost 1,000 people.
That is so crazy. That is our first event in 2026 where we'll be speaking on stage teaching all about high ticket sales, identity, and what it really takes to build a multi-million-dollar business. We are so proud that we've been able to take women who have never done sales a day in their life or have tried to do sales before and never had the results that they were looking for and built 6- and 7-figure businesses.
So as you can see here, all the girls are back here creating content while we're having our meet and greet, because all of these women that you see here are making multiple 5 figures per month, anywhere from $10,000, $20,000, even $50,000 per month without being gurus. They don't have mass following. We're not influencers. They're just normal people, nurses, stay-at-home moms, teachers, flight attendants who want to make additional money in high ticket without being an influencer, and they found BAB Society. They're creating content, they're having fun while making more than most surgeons and doctors do on any given month. So if you're a powerful woman and you are looking for a way to bring in additional money without having to be an influencer, without having to be a guru, and you want a community that can back you in that, then BAB Society is where you want to be. So all I want you to do is just go to the link in my bio, apply for mentorship, and really get to see what we do here in BAB. Okay, come with us to interview some of our BAB Society members without them knowing, by the way, and just come meet some of them. Ariel, what's up, queen? How are you?
I'm good. I'm much better now.
Yeah? So why don't you tell us how long have you been BAB?
It's like right at 8 months now.
Okay, and what were you doing before?
I was a full-time labor and delivery nurse.
You were?
I quit nursing, or left that career in month 5.
She left month 5, working with BAB Society. Did you have experience before in high ticket sales?
No, nothing. I always said I would never be in sales.
And what was your biggest cash month?
My biggest cash month so far is $16,000, but I'm not stopping there.
What? $16,000, you're 6 month in, right?
Yeah.
5th month in. And then what's your favorite thing about BAB Society and high ticket?
My favorite thing is the community, the support, the friendship, the emotional connection that we have with each other is insane, chills just saying it.
Hi, my name's Douglas Hooper, and I'm a truck driver for about 10 years.
So truck driving versus what we do in BAB Society and high ticket, what made you do that?
Labor intensity and the grind and working 60 plus hours a week.
60 hours a week?
Out. Yes.
Oh my gosh, okay. And so are you in high ticket now to get out of that?
Yes. My goal is a couple years to retire.
How long?
A couple years.
Before that?
Before that.
Before that. We're going to do that before that. So what's your income goal with high ticket per month?
10,000.
I like it. And so have you ever done anything like this before?
No, not at all.
Okay, are you a guru or an influencer?
No.
Do you want to be a guru or an influencer?
No.
Okay. What was your biggest concern getting into high ticket, and is it still a concern, or is that fear no longer?
I really never had the fear. I seen the vision when I watched the masterclass.
And so what can we expect to see from you over the next 6 months?
Have a $10,000 month and be at 4A.
Hell yeah, straight from Doug's mouth. That's right. So as you can see, after we talked to Ariel and Doug, both of them come from extremely different backgrounds, a nurse, a truck driver, but they're both now in high ticket sales because they caught the vision of what we have here in BAB Society. It's not even just about the money, but you saw what they said, that their mentality has changed. They've become and grown involved into the person that they want to be. It's not just about how much money you can make, it's also about who you become when you become a business owner, when you really go after your goals and decide that you're gonna go and get everything that you always wanted, and that you're worth more than 60 hours a week driving truck or 50 hours a week nursing, not getting paid what you should be to be home with your kids. So this isn't just for the hot girls in Miami sipping matchas. This is for real life people who just want to create a change, and anyone can do that here in BAB Society.
This is Kimmy. Kimmy, would you like to tell them a little bit about what you did before BABS, how it's been, what your biggest fear was?
So my name is Kimmy. I was a bar manager before I started this, working about 60 to 100 hours a week. So I really didn't have time to be with my family. I tried low ticket, had no success in low ticket, and then I came here. I took the hand of Leanne, who's directly under you guys, who's been absolutely amazing, and someone who's never had success in low ticket, I was able to have my investment paid off in less than 90 days and then have a profitable business for life. And in 8 months, I was able to leave my multi-six-figure job and do this full time.
This is another one of my girls, Haley. Haley, would you like to introduce yourself and just tell people like one of your favorite things about being part of BAB Society and maybe like one of your biggest fears that wasn't really a fear once you got into it, and any advice you would give to someone who's thinking about joining?
Hi, I'm Haley. I'm a stay-at-home mom and a part-time nurse. I started high ticket almost 2 years ago, and what I love about it is honestly the mentorship and guidance. I've done other like low ticket companies before, but the coaching and the mentorship that we have here is top-notch, and the community of women that we have and get to do things like this is just absolutely phenomenal. Before getting started, my biggest fear was thinking that I wouldn't succeed at it because I've failed at everything else before, so why would I succeed at this? But once you get over that fear and you take the mentorship, success is just on the other side. If you're on the fence of joining, trust your instinct, get the information, and just go all in, because fear is going to stop you from achieving your goals.
So as you can see, these are two different girls, two different ages. They live in two different parts of the country, and they had one thing in common, which was they got started in the business. They had no prior knowledge to high ticket sales. They had fear of not being successful, which is what everybody fears. But once they got started, they followed the blueprint, they followed the mentorship, they were coachable, and they put in the action. They started to get the results. Once they got the results, they realized that it's really not that scary. I mean, think about, there's a first time for everything in life. The first time driving, first time being a mom, first time swimming. There's a first time for everything. But if you push past that fear and you do the things that you know you need to do, success is on the other side, and it's such a beautiful life versus staying in your comfort zone and living a life that you know that there's nothing on the other side of that.
All right, guys, so that's a wrap on day one.
But make sure to come back for tomorrow, because tomorrow is the main event. We have so much more in store for you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. 10 years ago, if I had to tell Tara one thing, it would be do not give up on yourself. Do not believe the lies you're telling yourself. You are going to inspire so many women all across the world, break generational curses, and become the first millionaire in your family. So you go, girl.
If I had to tell myself 10 years ago something so important about today, it would be to keep going no matter what, and that it gets so much better than you could ever imagine when you just do the scary thing and you get uncomfortable. Honestly, your dreams that you have now aren't even going to touch reality. It gets so much better.
Yeah.
Stick up for yourself. All of these things, you're back. That's another one.
The women are like, sit down, be quiet, good little girl. On how is that real? Let's continue to reinforce that and show us more things in our reality. I'm going to post on social media, I'm going to make a bunch of money. But you're actually showing, you're not going to get to 62-3 in 3 years. Come on. Right?
But it's just so important to not do it. So once we start talking about identity, that everything is sales. Without sales, we wouldn't have anything. Everything is sales. Every business is sales.
Thank you guys so much. How could you? Oh my God. No, we just missed it. So I'll let it slide. Okay, I'll never forget it. You'll never forget me, baby. Oh my gosh, weren't they amazing? Give them some love. So good. Wow, okay, I know everybody.
Oh my God. So we just got off the stage from speaking in front of all these incredible people. We were so nervous, but honestly, it went
up there.
so good.
But it did go great, and so many people caught value from it, and it just gives you this exhilarating feeling that you want to keep doing more of it, because you know that every time you speak in front of people, it gives them the courage to go out there and do the things that they're scared to do, and that's all about what we do in creating success, money, wealth, and breaking generational curses. Next time, you got to be here with us.
So we finally made it back to our hotel in Laguna Beach. The event went a little long, but with traffic we made it back because we had to do a second round of glam. So most people are like, you guys are gonna go upstairs, change your dress, come out, right? No, we're gonna head back to the hotel, redo makeup, hair, the whole set, and we're super excited for the gala tonight, where our girls will be celebrated. They're gonna be getting awards, they're gonna be receiving their big checks for all the money that they made last year, and we're super excited.
Perfect. First question is going to be, what's the psychology behind closing high ticket deals?
Yeah, I think a lot of people overcomplicate high ticket sales versus low ticket sales, but honestly, in my experience of doing both, I think closing high ticket is actually easier than closing low ticket. Because when you understand the value of what you have and you understand that it's sales is just service and you know the transformation that your client is going to get, it's almost a disservice to not share that with them. And so a lot of people complicate it, but we have to remember that there's a market for everything. So just like there's a market for Honda, there's a market for Lambo, but most people who are buying Hondas aren't buying Lambos. Most people who are buying Lambos aren't buying Hondas, but doesn't mean that it's not happening all day, every day, as long as you understand who your ideal client avatar is and what transformation they need to get.
All right, girls, so we're almost done, and then we'll be heading to the gala, which all of our girls will be meeting us over there, and you know, glam in the morning, glam in the evening. It's how we do in BAB Society. I'm so proud of the girls that spoke on stage for the very first time in front of hundreds of people. They did an amazing job, and I'm excited for them to get their awards and their checks tonight and party the night away.
Okay, Tara, how do you handle objections without losing control?
So the thing about objections is, if you wait till the end of a sales call to start overcoming objections, you've already lost, because people will start to get defensive at the end. What you want to do is really listen to what they're saying. When people say certain things, they're really meaning something that's deeper, and it's like peeling an onion back. You want to ask questions that allow them to go deeper, that really get to the root of what the objection is. So if someone says something about their husband, you know right away that the husband will probably be an objection at the end. So you want to start asking, so does your husband support you? Does he know you're on a call? Does he know that you're looking into starting a business like this? You want to start asking them questions to overcome their objection before you get to the end where their defense is kind of down in that moment, right? And so when you ask those questions, then you can start to show them, well, what happens if he says no? Are you going to take that as a matter of fact and not get started, although you know that you guys are in debt and on the verge of losing your house and things like that? Or are you going to tell him that this is something you feel deeply about and you know that it's time that you need to make a change in both of your lives? So when you handle it in the very, very beginning versus at the end, 9 out of 10 times you're going to close the deal.
Everywhere on the same. I didn't know then what I know now. A race is just a game.
It's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this weekend. We're going to start documenting so many more of our in-person events. You got to see a little bit of our community and why you should join High Ticket Sales.
And make sure to subscribe and follow us, because we're going to be spending a whole day on a yacht in Miami next month with our girls.
Don't miss it!